What is the aim of EOSC-Life?
EOSC-Life is an EU-funded project in which also ECRIN is involved, and it brings together all the 13 S3 life science infrastructures. The objective is to create an open collaborative digital space for the life science, to publish life science data in the EOSC-Life catalog, and also to, let's say, to provide tools and services, and also to work on, I would say, on a kind of a standardization, on standardized workflows. The point here is, which is very important, that the reproducibility of medical sciences and biological sciences came under enormous criticism. And the target is to make that a bit more reproducible.
What did ECRIN accomplish in EOSC-Life during 2020?
Are mainly involved in this work package number 4, which is about sensitive data. And we worked in 2020 on different things. One is that we had a look at the so-called national landscapes, which health databases are existing there, what are the rules to assess it, can the data be transferred, and so on. So this is a kind of groundwork for bringing data together, and this has been done with many interviews in the year 2020. We also worked on a toolbox, how we call it, a toolbox, which is a platform, a user portal, which provides support for managing sensitive data. And this toolbox does not create content de novo, but it allows discovery of content related to sensitive data, which is quite important. There are a lot of different resources available. This toolbox supports the discoverability of these resources, so that a user who has a specific problem and wants to know, just give you an example, do I need to de-identify my data? Yes, he can go to the toolbox, ask, I want to know, are there guidelines for de-identifications which can be applied in Germany, for example?
What are some of the key deliverables expected from ECRIN in 2021?
The first thing which we expect in 2021 is that we have a real demonstrator of the toolbox with, we call it a tagging or categorization system of resources in its final version, as well as considerable content which has to be linked to this toolbox. The next step would be the user portal. And if this is available, we will have a demonstrator with real content, and this demonstrator will then be tested in 2021 and evaluated with respect to user satisfaction and usability, which is quite an important issue. And we hope that if this is successful, that we can move on and make that a real resource and tool for the European Open Science Cloud. Another thing is we will finalize the work with the national landscape. So it's planned to have a public database inventorying the national health databases, describe the assess procedures for reuse and for research purpose. Third thing is, which also becomes more and more important, is to use health data, healthcare data, better to say healthcare data for research. This is an issue because these are two different worlds. the medical research and medical care. They have different standards, they have different systems, different technology, and it would be a great relief for clinical research if data from the electronic health record could be used. And we will finalize this year a report summarizing the status and showing the potential solutions for that, so that in the future also medical care data can be applied in clinical research. So EOSC-Life has been extended by an additional work package, and that is development of a COVID-19 data repository for clinical trials. The plan is to have individual participant data from finalized COVID trials in this repository. And this work package is led by Ekren, and it's done together with our Norwegian partner, University of Oslo, stakeholder platform, and a lot of ideas were already collected. We have started the technical work with the University of Oslo. We have a first demonstrator already. We try to advertise this repository to potential sponsors and leaders of COVID-19 trials, so that they know that in quite short time something comes out where they can put their data. And the first full functioning version will also be available in 2021. And if this is successful, it will be a big step forward, because it will allow, let's say, meta-analysis of several studies. It will allow further analysis in specific subgroups and so on. It will also allow re-analysis if something is not really clear. So there will be a lot of options for the future. But this is really, really hard work from the technical side, but also to get it accepted by the scientific community. So we will try our best.